Immigration has repeatedly been identified in polling as one of the top issues in this election.
We've got Omar Villafranca today on the road visiting border towns from Texas all the way westward to California, listening to people along the way who live and work near the border. And with that, Omar is with us this afternoon. I know you started in McAllen yesterday, moved up the border to Presidio, and you just talked to the city's mayor. What's the take on immigration there?
Well, he says that they don't have the big surges that we're used to seeing on the news that you would see in Eagle Pass and Del Rio. Matter of fact, right behind me, that's the border crossing. It's pretty quiet, and he wants it to get busier. Busier in the sense that he wants more business coming over from Mexico here. Other side is Ojinaga. There's about 30,000 people who live over there, about 5,000 people here in Presidio. He wants to increase that business over here because he says that'll do nothing but good things for Presidio. But they don't have the immigration issue with the surges of people that we're used to seeing in other parts of Texas.
So, Omar, where else have you stopped on this tour? And is what you're hearing from Presidio in line with what people in other Texas cities are saying?
Well, we were in McAllen and we went to Mission and we talked to a business owner over there who told us they do have surges over there. He thinks that the surges are too much, but he thinks Congress also needs to change the laws to have visas and work permits for some of these people coming over to work. He says there are jobs here that Americans won't do that these folks will come over and do. So that's interesting to hear. We were in Laredo as well. The mayor of Laredo told us that they move about $320 billion worth of commerce in their bridges going and coming. And we're talking the GM axles that go to the plant in Arlington. There's also car parts for Tesla cars, everything from produce, watermelons, strawberries, all that kind of stuff passes through there. He's worried that if there's dramatic shifts, if there's a shutdown at the border, that could hurt the commerce. That would not only hurt Laredo and Texas, but he worries the supply chain in the United States. So it's interesting to see the different parts. People are recognizing there is a problem. They're almost looking at Congress to say, when you're ready to do something, we're ready for you to make it happen.
Yeah, and we mentioned when we threw to you that you're on a long journey heading all the way to California. How many places do you anticipate visiting along the way? How many towns?
Well, we're going to try to stop as many as feasible with our time schedule. We want to do all this in a week. I mean, we're 600 miles in right now, and we still have about 1,000 miles left to go. We want to go to New Mexico. We want to go to Columbus there. We want to go to Douglas, Arizona, Yuma, Arizona, Calexico, San Ysidro in California, because all those towns have a different perspective. Listen, we have the biggest border in Texas with Mexico than the other states. But all these states, roughly 19 million people live in border communities in the U.S., and they deserve to be heard, not just the people in Washington or on the campaign trail in a battleground state, but on the border. That's important.
Yeah, no question about it. Omar Villafranca on the road for us near Presidio today. Omar, thanks so much.